Hi, I'm Scott Reall, the author of the Journey to Freedom series and founder of Restore Small Groups. And this is this week's Moment of Hope. This also is the beginning of our second quarter of our topic. The first quarter we talked about vision. This quarter we're going to focus on motivation. And so today I want to bring kind of a core concept of motivation to start us off with, and that is the difference between being extrinsically motivated to change and intrinsically motivated to change. It's really significant because until we make that movement from being externally driven to an internal desire to intrinsic, it's really hard to sustain change because once consequences and pressures removed, we go back. So to sustain change has to be really value driven, something that I really want for me in my life. And those are the ones that have the power to stick. So it was years ago when I was working with the YMCA, and we were always seeing thousands and actually millions of members across the United States probably joining the YMCAs at the first of the year, New Year's resolutions. And it was amazing, by summer we would lose almost half of those people who seemed very motivated to want to incorporate a fitness lifestyle and change their lifestyle and do better physically and even emotionally and spiritually would fade off by the summer. So why were people seemingly so motivated to change stopping and dropping out? In the why, I discovered Dr. James Prochaska's material on changing for good, and Dr. Prochaska in his books on this discovery that they had made that change had these specific stages: pre-contemplation, contemplation, preparation, action, and maintenance, that people go through these stages. And he said what the key though for that change to occur, to stay to where a person truly takes action to change, is that they became intrinsically motivated. And again, we go a little bit back to the first quarter. He said that vision was such a powerful part of intrinsic motivation, of really believing and seeing something that the person wanted to bring into their life and the changes that came with that. So motivation is everything when it comes to change. To sustain motivation, I have to be internally motivated. It has to be an internal desire. I want this for my life, versus this is something you have to do. This is something that you need to do because you're going to otherwise suffer consequences. Consequences are a big part of motivation in our society, and a lot of us show up extrinsically motivated to begin change, but then there has to be this transformation where it goes from being driven by pressure, driven by consequences or fear, to an internal desire. I have a vision. This is the person I want to be. This is the changes I want to make in my life. This is how I want to live my life. And I can start that right now. So to become intrinsically motivated, we got to do this journey. And so we want to look at that this week, kind of look at the difference between those two. Are you feeling extrinsically motivated, or is it intrinsic? But just remember, motivation that is sustainable is driven by values. Values bring with them visions. This is what I really value for my life. This is the man, the woman I want to be. This is how I want to live, the person I want to be. And I really believe that God has a big part of that for us, and that He's our greatest fan. And so transformation and growth into the best versions of us that we've ever been, that's what creates an intrinsic motivation. And that is what will sustain us and carry us forward into our lives, because life will present difficulties and challenges. So what do we say each week? Stay on the path, and we're better together. God bless you.